Oh, good grief. Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Ugh. Season 4 is just upon us, and I'm going to tell you what, I probably won't even get involved. This might be your last gameplay to see from Montaigne. I'm just not having too much fun with it, and as you can tell, I have a sinus cold. Jesus. I got tested for the Rona, and I'll find out tomorrow the results. Hopefully your boy is okay. Just been out in the wet weather working and stuff like that, man. So my sinuses are a little backed up. But that's the little brief on myself. I'd like to talk about the topic today is why is Modern Warfare so frustrating to play? Especially as a solo player, you know. None of my friends play this game. I mean, they play Warzone, but they don't play the TDM, the traditional game mode that I've always played ever since Call of Duty first came out. You know, they did a lot of great things about this game, first of all. I need to talk about that, not just come off as a total hater of the game. No, I don't enjoy this game, and that's why I don't upload it that much. But, you know, I figured I'd at least mention some of the good things they did. Hopefully, get the freak off me, you goofball. Yikes. And his boyfriend comes and duds me up. Gotta love that. Well, yeah, the first things I'd like to talk about that they did super good on this is the graphics look awesome, man. They really do, man. They did a wonderful job making everything detailed and, you know, just really put time and effort into their maps as far as like the detail and the customization of everything, the doors opening, windows opening, and all the little stuff that they do. That was pretty awesome. My second biggest thing I really enjoyed about this game was they would allow you to customize your attachments, your perks, maybe your lethal or tactical on the fly. Yeah, in game. You know, how cool is that to be able to change up something if you get in a lobby with somebody using something that's super OP and you've got, you know, there's something that you can, you know, counter it with. You could go into your settings and change it up and come back in next time you spawn in and, you know, counter what that person's doing. So I really enjoyed that. I thought that was cool. Another thing just to mention, which is not a big deal to me, was that they have crossplay. This was the first Call of Duty game to implement crossplay, where people from different platforms can still be able to all play, you know, on the same game, which is really nice. Me personally, I have that disabled because of the fact that playing against people who are playing on keyboard or computer, I should say, not keyboard and mouse, but computer alone, you know, their character moves faster. They've got an advantage. You know, it just, I've been told, my buddy Ice, he plays with keyboard and mouse, and he said that, you know, it's definitely an advantage a little bit being able to use that keyboard and mouse over a controller. And that's one of the reasons he uses that, which I don't blame him. You know, hey, if it's more of an advantage, do it. But I don't like playing with people who mod and hack lobbies and do stuff like that. So I figure if I just play against Xbox users, I'm not going to run into it as often. So I've got the crossplay disabled, but it's a nice feature, right? Um, you know, well, the one thing that I didn't like about this game before I get into my list of all the stuff that don't really work is the progression system is really lousy, right? You get to level 155, new season comes, and you're stripped all the way from it back down to the beginning again, 55 or whatever they start you out at. You know, the sense of getting through something and accomplishing it, and you know, just isn't there for this game, man. There's no, other than you get a little weapon or something when you hit 155, I guess. But really, there's no incentive to grind out the game. And so I've never hit 155. Don't think I ever will, honestly. Because I don't play this enough to make it matter. I don't like Warzone, me personally. It's cool for the people who do. I'd like Call of Duty for what it was, what it is. You know, I like the TDM mode. I like free for all. You know, I like those kind of game modes. You see more action. You get rewarded for killing people with score streaks. And they're all boogered up in my spot. And but you know, in some of those war zones and stuff like that, you really, I mean, you could go to the buy station and just buy yourself a UAV. Not that you earned it, because you just ran around collecting. He's behind the door. He's behind the door. But so that is with that. The perk variation is poor. It doesn't feel unique in any kind of way. You get 3 perks. You don't get this double stack perks like in other Call of Duty games where you could have a double 1 perk, double 2 perk, or a double 3 perk. You can only have one of each, you know. And almost brings it back to the original Modern Warfare game with the perk. Just you get deep impact, stopping power, and UAV jammer. There you go. There's your perks. You know, there's no really customization with the perks, unfortunately. And I'm telling you, that room is dark and nasty, ain't it, guys? The mini-map in core mode does not work still properly. When someone shoots an unsilenced weapon, like I shot and my bullets didn't even come out of my gun for whatever reason, but that is what it is. But when you shoot your weapon in core mode, a red dot should jump up on the mini-map. If you got a silencer, it would keep that from happening. And so that's kind of, you know, frustrating, because you don't know where they're coming from or where to set up to get ready for them to come in. And it always just leaves you, you know, looking around and wondering, second guessing. You spend all that time and wind up getting dudded up in the end. Dead silence is a joke, right? I did a video back on dead silence, the way they could fix it. All they'd have to do basically is keep it in as a field order, right? But when you pop it, it's dead silence until you die, right? And then once you die, it recharges back up, and then you pop it, and as long as you stay alive, you get to keep dead silence. I thought that was a pretty easy way to fix dead silence, but they would rather you just only be dead silence for 10-15 seconds, you know, every, let's say, 6 minutes into the game or 4 minutes into the game. So that means you're only going to get it 2 or 3 times tops, and that just doesn't benefit you in any kind of way on TDM games. That's all I'm speaking on. The time to die is very fast. All these weapons can kill in less than 1/10 of a second. So they're, you know, if they would have bumped it up maybe a little bit more or something to be able to, if you get shot in core mode, I'm speaking, not hardcore. I get it. In hardcore, you get shot, you're dead, that's it, done. But in core mode, you should be able to at least take a bullet or so and then run around, get cover, regenerate your health, and then come back out and re-challenge. That's how it's always been. But for some reason, they wanted to mess with that this year. At the end of the game, you know, at the end of the day, the game's just not as fun as a lot of people was hoping it to be, including myself. And that's why I just really don't play this game that much. The fun factor is just not there for me. There's no incentive for anyone to move at all. Everybody just kind of stays in their spawn and kills people, you know, as they try to get to their spawn. And then it's just the same thing over and over. So it's just not a a barrel of monkeys like I was hoping it would be. Also, as far as making like friends in lobbies and stuff, you can't do that this year either, because the game breaks up the party after every match is completed, and skill-based matchmaking algorithm takes over and puts you in even more sweatier than it's ever been. Like I said, if you stay in one game and don't back out and play like 6-7 games, you're going to find yourself sweating by the end of the deal. And look at the score. We didn't even hit, again, it's time-based matchmaking. So, I don't know what they were trying to think or do. But that's my little rant on why this game is frustrating to play. And I don't see them ever fixing this. I think this is just going to be the way it is until we see COD 2020. Well, guys, that means my time's up. I hope you ladies and gentlemen enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Till next time, I'm on time, guys, and I'm out.